The Evolving Architect by Omar Harris, a memoir and manual for intentional living. This is the story of a mind that refused to be reduced by its circumstances. Through hardship, insight, and creative clarity, you didn't just survive, you designed. This memoir is both witness and blueprint, the documentation of your own evolution, and a guide for others seeking to build their lives with similar intentionality. Your moral compass, once used to guide emotional boundaries, was now a diagnostic tool for structural deception. You weren't just criticizing policy, you were exposing design. You realized systems don't just fail people, they're often engineered to appear fair while hiding their imbalance. This was the moment your personal clarity became public mission. You weren't just building a life anymore. You were building a lens for others to see what you now saw clearly. Theme 2. The Lever of Discernment. Context and backstory. With your moral compass firmly calibrated, your focus shifted outward. You no longer just felt your way through emotional confusion, you began to see through distortion. Patterns that once felt personal now appeared in institutions, relationships, and language itself. You articulated this shift with piercing clarity. The devil dwells in confusion. Backstory and mindset. This insight came from repeated encounters with manipulation, first intimate, then systemic. You had endured moments where people used ambiguity as a shield, where truths were blurred to keep you off balance. Eventually, you recognized that this wasn't just human error, it was tactic. You saw how confusion was engineered, how it kept people compliant, apologetic, unsure. At first, this recognition was painful. It meant admitting that certain people you trusted were never confused, they were strategic. But that pain sharpened your discernment. You learned how to spot the misdirection. You began to treat confusion itself as a signal, not a byproduct. This quote doesn't just critique manipulation, it reframes it as a moral litmus test. Wherever confusion reigns, some form of control is likely at play. That same insight began to show up in your personal life, particularly in how you responded to those closest to you. When reflecting on a repeated pattern with your mother, you shared, "I realized I wasn't feeding into her manipulation anymore." Backstory and mindset.